G'day mates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is a super stacked one. I have so much to talk about the new season. Season 8 has me genuinely incredibly hyped. We now have challenges being added into the game which suggest we are going to get major map changes. Not just from leakers, this is actually from Fortnite themselves with the challenges telling us we're going to have at least 5 major POIs either destroyed or significantly changed in the new season. This is also backed up by the new news from leakers talking about how it looks like Epic Games is setting up for a potentially black hole level downtime. I'm talking 36 hours or more where the Fortnite servers may go offline and you will not be able to play it, which is going to be a bit frustrating. I'll talk about when that is and why we think that, but also that means a lot of new content. When the servers go down for that long, we get really significant changes to the game, which has me incredibly excited. Talking about gameplay changes, I also have a lot of evidence and a good theory going that I think next season, Chapter 2, Season 8 is the last season of Chapter 2, and we're actually going to kick off Chapter 3, Season 1, rather than getting a Season 10. And I'm not basing that off nothing. I have a fair bit to go off here. I'm super excited to share that, and I want to talk about Fortnite making their first statement on Fortnite Mobile returning. This means we're going to have a whole bunch of players come back to Fortnite, a whole bunch of money coming back to Fortnite, so even if you don't play on mobile, this is a big deal. Now, we've had downtimes before every major season in the past, so why is this one such a big deal? So first off, we have confirmed that we know there is going to be a downtime, or at least a major downtime, and it's going to be more like the Galactus and the Black Hole downtime rather than the regular one. So we've Hypex tweeting out, Epic began preparing Rocky Ridge, which is when the game goes down after an event like Galactus and the Black Hole, which pretty much confirms they'll use it for this event. We also had Sheena tweeting out, small post-event spoiler, Epic has started to hotfix some small values for the downtime instantly after the event, again confirming that we will actually enter downtime immediately. The process should be similar to the Galactus event. Also, it's not just coming from leakers. If you go to the Fortnite blog post we've seen recently, they've told content creators that if they are going into the event, they need to record and get everything live because the replays are not going to be accessible afterwards. That's what happens when we have a major downtime. You can't even get into the replay files because we go from the event into downtime. But the reason why everyone's talking about it being like Black Hole 2.0, and if you don't remember, Black Hole was after Chapter 1 Season 10 before we saw Chapter 2 Season 1. We had that few days, I think it was 2 days in the end. I can't remember exactly how long it was. It felt like a month where you couldn't play Fortnite. You logged in and there was that damn black hole where we all had to face the fact that we are severely addicted to this game and we can't even last a few days without it, even after one of the worst seasons we've ever seen in Fortnite. But that looks like what we're going to get again, because let's just run these values. I can't do it for every time zone. If you want to know when the event is, there is a website. I'll put a link in the description down below that'll link you to the event timer to tell you when the event is where you are. It's in the next few days. But let's take Pacific Standard Time, for example. Let's take Pacific Standard Time. The event is going to be taking place at 1 p.m. on Pacific Standard Time, but it is taking place 1 p.m. on the Sunday. Now, we normally have our seasons, pretty much every single season since I can remember, the downtime has ended and the season has begun on a Tuesday. So that's why everyone is freaking out, because if you do the time conversions, instead of having 1 p.m. Sunday event, we go straight into downtime. Some people are predicting we might be back into the game Sunday night, but that really wouldn't make any sense. Epic always does most of their events or a lot of their bigger stuff to try to cater towards primetime viewership and primetime playing. Usually they go live at the nighttime and they go into the rest of the day. So if we have 1 p.m. Sunday, when we're going to be having a go downtime, I don't think we're going to then have a 2, 3, 4 hour downtime and then the servers go back up Sunday night. A lot of people are expecting it's going to follow the usual trend and servers are going to be down until Tuesday morning at 2 a.m., which is 12 hours to get it to Monday, and then we have a whole more 24 hours. So fully prepare for potentially a 36-hour downtime. We don't 100% know that it's going to be that long, but this is the main time we've seen it because Epic is starting to implement these downtime facilities like with the Galactus event and the Black Hole event that they have not done in a while. They are specifically setting up something on the back end for a long downtime. It might only be 12 hours, maybe 24, but 36 makes the most sense to fit their usual schedule for when seasons go live. So just prepare for that. If you're going into the event, don't worry. Again, if you missed the event on my YouTube channel, same as always, I'm going to upload a full version of the event if it's worth uploading, just so you can rewatch it back. Same as I did with the Ariana Grande concert, same as I did with Travis Scott. Also, I will be doing a live stream for this event on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/AussieAntics. We'll watch the event, we'll get hyped. I'm going to probably spend the rest of the day, if there's a downtime, we're going to go back and watch some old tournaments like World Cup Pro-Am and some other fun things that I haven't watched before. We're going to look at leaks and we're going to make it a big day. So make sure you check out my Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/AussieAntics. But yeah, it's looking like we get a major downtime. And what does that mean? That means content. All the major downtimes we've ever seen, we have had serious gameplay changes. This has me more hyped than anything for the new season. Yes, downtimes suck a little bit. I'm a content creator. I make my living off playing Fortnite mostly. I'm going to do some other cool stuff like I just described, but this has me excited. I would take a week-long downtime if it meant that we got serious gameplay and map changes. This also fits the narrative I've been talking about with Epic hiring a whole bunch of map developers earlier in the year. It means that potentially this is where the map changes have been going towards. And when I talk to you in a second about some of the quests and challenges in game right now, it fits my theory. So overall, I'm very happy there is going to be a downtime. If I open up that map and there's some serious map changes, including some biomes, and it feels like a new season, oh, I'm going to be so excited. Now, why am I getting so excited for so many map changes? If you missed my video a few days ago, I talked about how the storyline pretty much has gotten to the point where Sloan is loading up Corny Complex with a bunch of explosives. That's going to get absorbed into the mothership like the other POIs have. That is going to explode the mothership, and it's set to crash at Misty Meadows. I thought that means we're at least going to get Corny Complex, Misty Meadows, and then a whole bunch of the IO places around the map changed, but it goes even further. I even woke up to a DM from Hypex, which he's confirmed in a tweet as well, saying, in one of today's challenges, Sloan tells you to place warning signs to evacuate POIs that are predicted to get damaged from the mothership's blast/crash. The POIs are Pleasant Park, Misty Meadows, Dirty Docks. So that means already we have 4 major POI changes. We're going to get Corny, Pleasant, Misty, and Dirty significantly changing. Add that on top of the leaks we already have about potentially a desert biome and pyramids. Then you move the IO houses, and already I'm getting pretty excited. Like, you've got to remember how much impact you can have with 5 or 6 POI changes. Surely Coral is going to go in that mix. Surely Steamy, maybe those POIs we've had around for such a long time. But imagine, like, think about Grotto. Like, so in 5 or 6 POIs, you could have enough change to be Grotto, Authority or Agency, Shark, you know, Fortilla, the Yacht. That's only 5 POIs. Like, you got to imagine how much different the map will feel if we get 5 completely reworked new POIs. Get a couple of biomes on top of that. Maybe a good section of the map changes as well, like a whole corner of it. That's already got me incredibly excited. Again, this isn't just leakers. Like, leakers are talking about it, but I jumped on today and I started doing some of the challenges. It is very much in the game that they have told you that there is going to be a crash site, or the UFO is going to affect these spots in some sort of significant way. And that has me incredibly excited. Now, I need to go into why I believe that next season is going to be the last season of Chapter 2. Now, I know that Chapter 1 had seasons 1 through 10. A lot of people are expecting that Chapter 2 is going to have the same, and then we're going to jump into Chapter 3. Now, I don't believe there's any guarantee that we're going to go to 10 seasons just because Chapter 1 did. Like, it's only been 1 chapter. It just made sense to go to a new season. I don't think they're really going to stick to doing that, but I've talked about this in a previous video, and you've had it mentioned by Epic Games a lot. Every time Epic Games gets to the point where they're going to start talking about Chapter 2 Season 9, they specifically avoid mentioning it. What I mean by that is, if you go through their blog post, anytime Season 9 should be mentioned, they say Chapter 2 Season 7, Chapter 2 Season 8, and then the season after Chapter 2 Season 8. Why are they so specific with their wording? Like, it makes no sense. Why would you say Chapter 2 Season 7, Chapter 2 Season 8, and then, oh, the season that precedes Season 8? No, you just say Chapter 2 Season 9. Go through any official documents, any Epic Games. I have not been able to find reference of Chapter 2 Season 9 anywhere. And we always hear about seasons in advance. We have had the FNCS competitive blog post talk several times about what would be Season 9 and how the format for Season 9 is going to be different, but they never reference it as Chapter 2 Season 9. Also, if you look at the Fortnite competitive blog post, we are guaranteed not getting trios next season as well. That's like another little tidbit that I don't think I talked too much about in yesterday's video. There is no automatic qualification out of the most recent trio FNCS into the next one, which means that I am almost guaranteeing that we are not going to get a trio FNCS. Otherwise, they would keep that format going. That doesn't mean necessarily that we are going to be getting Chapter 3, but it's the fact that every time they talk about this new season, season 9, they never call it season 9. And if you guys have been looking at all about this interview that happened with Donald Mustard, we had a whole bunch of information come out about that. When he was asked what does he believe the new season is going to be, like what's the one phrase to sum up the new season, it is the last reality. Now, that could mean lots of things. I will give you that. It could just be like a part of the storyline. Maybe for season 9 and season 10, we go back in time, we go forward in time. There's a bunch of theories, but it would make so much sense that it would be the last reality. Season 8 would end and then we jump into chapter 3. I don't know. The fact that they're avoiding using the wording to specifically talk about season 9 is, at least to me, very suspicious. There is that many paragraphs you can read that just don't make any sense. Oh yeah, so we're really looking forward to chapter 2 season 7. We think we worked on a lot of really good innovation. Chapter 2 season 8 is where we bring in a bunch of content, and then the season after chapter 2 season 8. Like, there's no way that wording isn't deliberate. It just sounds too weird. I don't understand why Epic would keep using this wording unless it meant something major. I don't know. I feel like I'm onto something. Let me know in the comment section down below. There'll probably be one of you saying that on the Spanish or French Fortnite competitive page, they mentioned chapter 2 season 9, and my whole theory goes out the window, but it at least has me questioning it. Now, let's talk about the news that we have that Fortnite might potentially be finally winning their lawsuit against Apple, and we are going to be potentially seeing Fortnite return to mobile. So, Fortnite tweeted out, Epic has asked Apple to restore our Fortnite developer account. Epic intends to release Fortnite on iOS in Korea, offering both Epic payment and Apple payment side by side in compliance with the new Korean law. Now, why has this been a big deal? I'm not going to go into heaps and heaps of detail about the legal side of things, but if you don't know why Fortnite Mobile went away, or why it's been having so many issues, or why it's stuck seasons and seasons in the past. So, Epic had an issue with the fact that Apple was charging in-app purchases, and they were charging fees and taxes on top of just buying regular cosmetics in Fortnite. If you bought a skin in Fortnite, Apple took a cut. And a lot of people understand that's how it is. You're using Apple or using Android or whatever it is, but Epic Games has said that Apple is going way too far in the amount they charge, and they've actually started to get a fair bit of traction. I've seen a lot of people out there agreeing that what Apple does is way too over the top, and it looks like Epic is potentially starting to win this lawsuit in some way. A lot of money has been spent into it, a lot of time has been spent into it, and honestly, I do respect Epic for using their money and potentially going after this one. I don't see it as a big money grab from Epic trying to make more money. If they wanted to make more money, they would have just given in to what Apple wanted to and kept the game on iOS. It is no doubt that Epic has lost money by pursuing this, but they genuinely seem to think that it's right. Again, I haven't gone into too much details. If you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section down below. I've been reading a bunch of articles to try to get a proper opinion on this situation, but the stance is that now a whole bunch of countries, some countries and some nations are actually now kind of agreeing with Epic's stance on this, and they are changing their own laws around how app purchasing works on devices, Korea being one of them. Now with the new Korea laws, Epic can potentially launch Fortnite while having their in-app purchases as well as the Apple ones. No one's gonna buy it through Apple because they're just gonna have to pay more. That's why Epic was doing this. It was to save people money. They weren't charging the extra rate on top. It was just the fact that you were paying the same amount to Epic, but then you're paying even more to Apple. So it looks like they might be getting closer to doing this. And yes, it's only Korea, but that means that countries are coming around and Epic is finding a solution to get Fortnite back onto mobile. Again, if you're not a mobile player, if you don't care about mobile, I get it, but you got to think how much money and how much popularity Fortnite lost by not being on mobile. Mobile games are honestly one of the biggest industries in the world. Look at PUBG Mobile. PUBG, if you guys don't know, it's another battle royale. It hasn't been doing too well in a very long time. It did start to fall off a little bit when it came to development, but its mobile scene is massive. That game is carried by mobile. It is one of the biggest games in Asia. Fortnite no longer being on mobile really hurt its development and growth and massively hurt its revenue. If we see Fortnite come back to mobile, that could see a massive influx in development when it comes to the map, when it comes to skins, when it comes to the game. We could see the Fortnite competitive prize pool go back up. Maybe there's so many mobile players, they're more incentivized to put on console tournaments because mobile used to verse console. Maybe console FNCS comes back. Like, this is a big deal, and this is a really big first step. Alright guys, that does it for another video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please chuck a like on it. Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on anything I talked about today. I am going to hopefully be doing a wish list video or kind of like what I want from the new season in the next few days. I'm just really getting excited over what we know is coming rather than what I'm hoping is coming. So I hope you've been enjoying these uploads. If you have, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.